Welcome back, mathematicians. Today we are going to focus on looking at different shapes and different fractions and how when different shapes are partitioned into the same number of parts, they represent the same fraction. So let's take a look. We have this first rectangle that is partitioned into two equal parts. One part, two parts. We have 1/2 and 1/2. That equals one whole. This rectangle is partitioned using a horizontal line, whereas this one was partitioned using a vertical line. This rectangle still is split into two equal parts, representing 1/2 and 1/2 for each part. This rectangle is partitioned using a diagonal line. It is still partitioned into two equal parts, so each part still represents 1/2. Let's take a look at this circle. This circle is split into two equal parts using a horizontal line, with each part representing 1/2. 1/2 and 1/2 equals one whole, or two parts. Now this is the same thing as these rectangles. Each part represents 1/2. Even though they are two different shapes, they represent the same fraction. Now let's take a look at a third. This rectangle is partitioned into three equal parts using vertical lines. Each part represents 1/3. This rectangle has been partitioned using horizontal lines. Each part still represents 1/3 because they are each equal parts. We have this circle here that has been partitioned into three equal parts using vertical and horizontal lines, as well as some diagonal. Each part still represents 1/3 because each part is still partitioned into three equal parts. So this model, as well as these, represent the same fraction, 1/3. Each part is 1/3. Now let's take a look at fourths. This rectangle has been partitioned into four equal parts using vertical lines. So each part represents 1/4. 1/4. This circle has been partitioned using a vertical line and a horizontal line, but the parts are still equal. So we can say that each part represents 1/4, just like we said for the rectangle. Again, each model represents the same fraction. So, when you're looking at different models and different fractions, remember that if they're partitioned into the same number of equal parts, they represent the same fraction. If I had shaded one part, two parts of this circle, I would write 2/4 because I have a total of 4 parts. If I were to shade one part, two parts of this rectangle, I would still write it as 2/4 because 2 parts out of the 4 in total are shaded. So these two models still represent the same fraction.